I'm excited to talk about this now. Benefits of raw milk. Mark.
Well, hello.
Hello there. Mark McAfee, right?
Yes, and it's our first time together talking.
Yeah, good to meet you. Thanks for coming in.
You bet.
So, rawfarmusa.com.
Yeah. Most people know us as Organic Pastures Dairy.
Okay.
And we are literally 15 miles that way out towards Kerman. And we're the largest raw milk dairy in the world. And we are serving 450 stores throughout California. I've been doing this now for 22 years. In my previous life, I was actually a Clovis paramedic.
Oh, cool. Very good. Yeah.
But, yeah, we got wonderful Clovis PD is sitting on the left.
That's
over
right.
here.
That's right.
But,
They're up next.
You know, now in this life, we really recognize a really interesting thing. And I'll say something shocking, which is really kind of unusual here. But our FDA friends, CDC, all the medical community absolutely love raw milk. And I say that interesting to shock those that know about this because they don't. But they really, really do. Because one of the things they really, really promote is breastfeeding like crazy. Breast milk is raw milk. And it's a mammal. Women are mammals. We're all, animals that nurse our young.
Sure.
But what's interesting is when moms finish nursing their babies, suddenly they don't like raw milk anymore, and it's no good for you because raw milk from other species is horrible. But we've broken that paradigm at Raw Farm because what we've done is, what was their concern? It was about safety, right? Well, raw milk from breastfeeding is fantastic and wonderful and creates less asthma and allergies and colds and flu and better college scores in college, all these wonderful things. But when it comes to another mammal's milk, when mom's finished breastfeeding, it's all of a sudden terrible. Well, we've taken the all of a sudden terrible and made it the greatest value added in the world for us. We are thriving. When people want to build an immune system, they want safe raw milk. Well, we've mixed the technology that we have now that's prevalent in the world in 2021, Bax PCR, rapid testing, all kinds of cool stuff. And literally within 12 hours, we know if there's a bad bug in our milk. So now moms have a choice with a breastfeeding their baby saying, I'm going to go to raw milk next, just like me. It's slightly different. Yes, it's not from you, but it's very similar. And the science from the International Genomics crowd and the people at UC Davis and all the centers around the world say this is fantastic stuff if it's safe. So we've got the safety thing really nailed down. We've been able to test for the 4 main pathogens and know that it's not in the milk before it's released. And now we're the top-selling raw milk brand, or top-selling milk brand in all, at Sprouts, 135 stores in California.
Really?
Number 1.
Wow.
And we are much more expensive because it takes a lot more work to do raw milk intended for humans versus the pasteurizer. So it's kind of interesting that, the FDA maybe says, they love raw milk as a product of nursing, but when it comes to other mammals, not so much. We've fixed that paradigm problem, which is very unusual.
You guys started in 1998.
Yes.
Is it a totally different world for you guys today than it was then?
Yeah. When we first started, raw milk's always been legal in California. But it's all very, very tough to do. That's why there's not a lot of people doing it. But we were seen as kind of like the pioneers on the fringe back then. Now we're totally seen as mainstream and normal because it's consumed by lots of people that have found it doesn't cause lactose intolerance. It makes your asthma get better. All that list of things about breastfeeding, literally 95% of those things are true of other mammals' milk. And so it's really a powerful thing to see us thriving in a time when 7 dairies a day are being lost in America because of super low milk prices and issues with pasteurized milk. So it's just a whole paradigm shift to see raw milk emerging. And there's other producers that are doing as well or better than we are nationally in state to state where it's legal. In this paradigm of people wanting to have whole foods that build your immune system. That's what breastfeeding does. It's a whole food. Babies thrive on it all by itself, nothing else needed. And it builds their immune system when one doesn't exist before birth. And it's fantastic for eczema and asthma and allergies and all these digestive issues. Well, what's that? In America, you look at what's going on with COVID and everything. People have these issues with illness and want to be well. Guess what? You need to go back to whole, unprocessed foods to get that gut biome reinforcing, rebuilding, immune system building food. And people are discovering it, and it's easy to digest. It's delicious, and it helps with allergies. So great stuff.
That's what I was going to ask. That was kind of when I met you just 20 minutes ago. I was like, I wonder how it tastes.
The first comment people have when we poll people is, what do you like about raw milk? Oh my God, it's delicious, quote unquote. You hear that repeatedly. It's just sweet and delicious. And it has a nice 15-day shelf life because the way we make it, it's super clean, super cold. So there's no growth of the bacteria that's good. It's the good yogurt-like bacteria that are critical for your gut. They're still there, and they're intact. They're not destroyed or changed. And the enzymes, the mineral availability, all the vitamins, everything that's there, the fats, the proteins, they're not changed, just like mom. Right. And so it's a beautiful thing, taking the breast milk thing out of the picture, just looking at all the benefits of the natural food as it's intended in nature is a fantastic food to be able to offer people throughout the state now. This is great.
I like this quote from Susan Stone, an MD in Fresno.
Yeah.
Quote, raw milk is a medical superfood. It protects and rebuilds the immune system.
And Dr. Stone went to Valley Medical Center here. She graduated here locally, interned here. She's a local family doctor. And she actually in the past, I don't know her current status, what's going on, because I don't even know if she's here anymore, but I know for many years, she would absolutely say, get on raw milk as a foundational food to make yourself better. And then we'll deal with the other issues you might have later because, well, I tell you what, having your immune system intact and your gut working well, you're generally going to be well as a person.
Right. We've got about a minute left.
Yep.
Anything else you wanted to talk about in this interview today?
Yeah, we're going to have a Camping with the Cows event next year. We've had them, about 5 of them before. Every 2 years we have one. Come May 30th, so it's next year, it's going to be the Memorial Day weekend, whatever that is, the 23rd, 24th.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big splash. We're really excited. We're going to have about 700 people there. Tour the farm, get to know the farmer, get to know the food, overnight experience, get to watch the stars and all the kids and everything, get to see the cows. And we're going to have a really, really exciting event there. We've invited the Fresno State Bulldog Blitz skydive team.
Oh, wow.
The all-women skydive team. They're going to come out and jump onto the farm. We've got them all worked up for that. It's going to be really exciting to see skydivers jumping into our target. And we're going to do a little splash there with that, too. It's going to be
oh, my
fun.
gosh.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. You'll have to come back.
Yeah, we need to announce that and
many
talk about
times.
it. Yeah,
okay?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
People can learn more at rawfarmusa.com.
You bet.
And you guys are on Facebook? And
All over Facebook,
Okay.
Instagram, every social platform you can imagine. Very, very active there because we're consumer connected. We don't sell to a processor, we sell to people.
And it's at Sprouts.
It's at Sprouts.
Benefits of raw milk. More info again online. Thank you so much, Mark.
You're
That was
welcome.
fun.
You're welcome.
I love how passionate you are about raw milk.
I'm alive because the product is and our consumers are on fire, and that's all that matters.
Very good. Hey, we were talking about Clovis PD, and thanks for your work with the paramedic staff
Yeah,
there. That's
17
very cool.
years. I
17
started out
years.
at Clovis Ambulance way probably before you started to work back in 1980.
And then you got into raw milk. Interesting.
Yeah, and my medical background has served me well.
Cool. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Clovis PD coming up next. You're watching Central Valley Talk.